Folks, confusion, Arab confusion, bin confusion, kila kitu pamoja. Yesterday, barely a couple of hours ago, I was sure that I was beginning to get my ducks in a row concerning the Echesa saga. And I had even started building up credible theories, which of course I don't share on this channel. But what they do is that they guide me and help me to focus in the right areas. At least I thought they were credible theories. But today, I'm here to tell you a few things have happened that have changed everything. Maybe for the sake of new members, I'm the kind of person who is not here to impress and make a good impression at all costs. No. My guiding light is only one thing: truth. And if I discover tomorrow, that what I said yesterday was not truthful, you can be sure I will be the first to admit. I am fully aware that somebody else, for the sake of their image, would just keep quiet. Avoid that topic. Not me. So let's get down to it. What has changed? Well, for starters, some reporters at the Nation newspapers have done something that now looks very obvious. This is what we should have all done right from the word go. But we didn't, and they did. And what they unearthed is puzzling and disturbing. They discovered that the company Eco Advanced Technologies, which is bang at the center of this Echesa Manenos, actually has a registered Kenyan branch. And this branch was registered by the same name on December 5th, 2016. And that's not all. One of the complainants, Mr. Stanley Bruno Kozlowiski, is listed as a shareholder of the local branch of Eco Advanced Technologies with a shareholding of 21.43%. Now here is the super interesting part. All directors of this local branch are Kenyan, including Mr. Kozlowiski. Now, of course, the laws in Kenya allow you to have dual citizenship. That is allowed. It's not criminal. But I will tell you in a minute why this is earth-shattering. The other three shareholders all have very Kenyan-sounding names. Mr. Stanley Kigodho Miano, Mr. Peter Nderitu Muturi, and Mr. Robert James Langolois. Now, the impression we have been given right from day one, Mr. Kozlowiski was a foreigner, who was easy to fool by getting somebody to dress in military fatigues and introduce themselves as an influential General Juma, who doesn't exist. That's the impression we've been given. However, somebody who was in Kenya 3 years ago registering a company together with other very local Kenyans would not be that easy to fool. At the very least, he has his Kenyan colleagues who are directors in the same company, whom he can call and ask, is there such a person as a General Juma in the military in Kenya? And they would answer the question for him. Now, Rashid Echesa is out on bail. And yesterday, he spoke to NTV. And one of the things he said is that Mr. Stanley Kozlowiski is in fact a close friend, who even knows his mother and his family. He says they've been friends for a very long time. And this man visits Kenya on a tourist visa. He was not aware that this man sometimes comes in to do business. Okay, even if we don't want to believe what Mr. Echesa told NTV, there's more. Apparently, Eco Advanced Technologies had some contact with members of the Nyeri county government about 3 years ago. including Bwana Kozlowiski himself. Bottom line, it would appear that this complainant is very familiar with Kenya. He is definitely not the naive, easy to fool, because they know very little about the country. No, definitely not. And it gets even more fascinating. Now, the Deputy President himself has written a letter to the Inspector General of Police. And amongst other things, he says that the directors of the local branch of this company should be investigated. What? Now, I have to say this. Of course, this is a total change of direction by the Deputy President, who initially completely denied that any such meeting took place in his office. But now in this letter to the IG, he appears to have changed and said, yes, this thing happened, so investigate so and so, so and so. Because it is obvious, you cannot investigate something which did not happen. I think now you understand why I started today's show with the words confusion, Arab confusion, bin confusion. Now, this new information is extremely disturbing. I'm afraid it reminds me of an incident that happened in the 70s. Somebody wanted to fix Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, father to Raila. And one night, the old man, Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, woke up to some noise in his shamba. And when he went out, he found some people planting firearms in his shamba. And it is said, he asked them, what are you doing? Now, of course, they didn't respond. We are planting evidence, false evidence, which we're going to use to nail you tomorrow with. No, that was not their response. But my point is, people at that time were very worried about the political power of a man called Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. And therefore they decided to fix him once and for all by planting guns in his shamba. And then of course they would find the guns, conveniently, and then parade the guns and say, we found these guns buried in the shamba of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. How do you think Kenyans would react? How do you think those people who intended to support Jaramogi Oginga Odinga would react? Folks, this case reminds me of that case. And I'm not saying anything. Question marks beginning to emerge. Now, regulars on this channel will know that I'm not a supporter of Deputy President William Samoei Ruto. And those who know me well will know that I can never tell lies in order to support a certain narrative or to fix a certain person I don't like politically. The truth must prevail at all times. So what needs to happen now is that investigators who have been feeding the press with a lot of information now need to move with speed and produce conclusive evidence. Since they have chosen to share their evidence gathering with us, the public, they should produce conclusive evidence to prove that this thing is real. Because with the information I've just given you, which casts a lot of doubt into the whole issue, it is not possible for any Kenyan of goodwill, who's not biased and who doesn't want to fix anybody, to take in this story anymore, hook, line, and sinker. Now, I'm keenly aware that I've disappointed many William Ruto bashers, people who like bashing the Deputy President. I know I've disappointed you. But be encouraged in the fact that you now know that tomorrow, if your favorite political horse is in a fix, you can rely on me not to adjust the truth. Now, hopefully, in the next few days and weeks, more information should emerge, that should be able to answer, this disturbing these disturbing new questions that we have to ask. But it is interesting that this new information does not in any way affect the authenticity of weekly intelligence briefings, number 29, which has been released, because it mainly touches on the character of some of the people who surround the deputy president. And I'm sure all members have now received their WIBs. And if you're not a member yet, no worries, no sweat. Just use the email address you can see on your screens right now. Send a blank email and you'll get instant information on how you can become a member. Now, incidentally, those who become members now will be able to get hold of my ebook, The President's Lovers. And of course, if you're already a member, you can still get the same ebook at a reduced price. Just use the email you see on your screens right now. Now, before I go, I'd like to read out to you an email I received shortly before I came in to do this recording. And it is from a lady who apparently has just finished going through this sizzling ebook. And this is what she says. Dear Chris, this book is mind-boggling. She's using my words. The expose is out of this realm. Every Kenyan should read this before 2022. End of email. Now that is our opinion. I don't know what the opinion is of those of you who are taking in this video, who have read through this ebook. Kindly share in the comments area below. Even if it's a negative comment, feel free. Let's discuss the contents of this book. Until next time, this is Chris Kumekucha.